Yo, yo, Tony D back. It's really cold out. Yeah, we got the Cold Day in Hell #2. This is a really good read. If you're not on this, you need to get on it. It's going to be 3 issues, and so far, it's been fantastic. Bring you up to speed. Matt Murdock he didn't have his powers, and we're in this dystopian future, and he was near an explosion that had radioactivity in it that reactivated his power. It's probably the same stuff that originally got him his powers. And in the blast, Captain America, he passes away, and we are introduced to the main antagonist, and we're not really sure who it is yet. I was hoping it's Bullseye, but I also felt, is this Red Skull type stuff? I don't know, but we're going to find out. We're also introduced to the Punisher in the first issue. He's all jacked up. He's a prisoner of the antagonist. Daredevil, he's trying to figure out what's going on. This paneling here, it's showing you that his powers are fading. He's also remembering. I love the remembering too, but great paneling, how it gets closer and then it gets closer to his ear. But yeah, the powers, that explains that his powers are starting to fade away. He has limited time to get down to the bottom of this. And I love how they do that. Boom, put the suit on. The suit looks good with the stitching. It really matches the tone of the book about the aged hero. And it just shows that his suit is it's been through a lot. This is one of the antagonists, one of his henchmen. And he's watching. And he needs to find this girl. This girl has something to do with going on. It's key. That's his mission right now. And there's also a file that Captain America had that explains this new war. It's called the New Warriors Project. And that's another layer of the mystery. There's multiple things going on. This is where we find out. They do a lot of this. McNiven, this is good stuff where he zeroes in. And this henchman is talking to our guy. And you know, it's weird. I don't know if this was in issue 1, but he has these pins in his head. And he takes one out and flicks. And that's when you know, all right, we got Bullseye on our hand. And I was like, okay, good. And he was aiming for your eye. He's trying to track down the girl. And Daredevil, he's doing his thing, listening. And this girl has a activation of powers. And you get a little taste. It's a bright, she can hover. It's a bright flash. Daredevil thinks this may be another bomb, another terrorist attack. And this gives Bullseye, hey, we got her. We know where she's at. They're going to pick the girl up. Daredevil launches into action. He gets to the scene. This almost looks like Frank Miller's style. I'll show you later in the book. There's some more of that. That's one of the people that was near the girl, and Daredevil calms her down, explains it's not permanent. I really love how they illustrate how he's using his senses to track. And there's a ghosted image. Yeah, it's really good. Super smell. That's crazy. He gets to where she gets picked up. He uses the track of her, but he'll pick up on that car or that ambulance. They have her out, contained. They're taking her to a Bullseye. We get to Foggy Nelson. He's still kicking, and his bud's there. He's shocked. He's happy to see him, and this was really great work here. Anytime McNiven is doing these panels like this, and maybe the writers set this up, that'd be a good thing to do some research and find out. But anytime I see a panel like this, you're getting the emotion of what's going on. It's more storytelling with this type of paneling. I don't know if that makes sense. He's fading out, and he's telling him about his powers going, and then it's just fantastic. He's going away, and he's close, but he's going away. That's what I'm talking about, the emotion. He's leaving, and it's impactful to Foggy. He gives him the book. He's got Foggy on the book to find out what's going on. Daredevil goes back to where he lost track. He picks up the scent. He's really concentrating on how to do this. He's smelling the exhaust. The exhaust has a distinct smell. That's a wonderful detail. It's been a while since I read a Daredevil book where the powers are that in depth. This is a really fresh take. It's a fresh offering of Daredevil. Daredevil comes up again, you know, this is a Bullseye's henchman, and he's, yeah, whack. I love the stick work. That's part of the reason why I really like it. He can throw those sticks around and make them bounce. That's a really cool thing about Daredevil. They're giving him the old treatment, and Daredevil throws the first blow. He starts going to work, fearless, and he's talking to himself as he's doing his work. And here's more of this paneling. This is what I'm talking about, where here's the short panels, and you see right when I saw that, I knew exactly who that was. He's starting to get a little, they're getting some wax on our guy. You know what I'm saying? And then you get that. If you didn't there, you got to know. Boom. He's fixing to do it, and whack, ain't happening. This is where I'm talking, that looks Frank Miller artwork. I don't like comparing artists to other artists, but it's hard not to see that resemblance. McNiven, he's killing it. She saves our guy, and she's young. When I saw that, I was trying to figure, hey, where's the wrinkles? Okay, let's see how she's aged, and I just couldn't find it. It was great. For a book to get you where you're puzzling through a picture with your eyes, that's really good stuff. And he notices that she's still young. She has a way, she's brutal too. And that's our typical Daredevil. He's not into that. They get information out of our guy. She knocks him out. That's typical Elektra. You shouldn't have put your hands on me without permission. He gets into the whole, why are you so young? And she was looking for him. And she tells him that she can give him time, as much time as you want. She has probably something from the Hand back in the day. Doesn't that look like Frank Miller? I don't know. It really does. And she wants to be with him. And this paneling here, this is more of the great stuff, where he's thinking about it, and it shows you the emotion of the decision to make, where, yeah, he wants to be with her. He sees himself as young. But then he sees the blood. You know, it's love, but it's going to bring disaster and pain. And these close-ups are great. It's the reflection in the sword, and you see the blood dripping there, and he goes into the blood. There you have Cap. He's gone. Punisher, that gives you a little clue. Kingpin gone. And there's something about what happened that he just can't do it. It's too emotional. This is when she lets him know that it's Bullseye. McNiven really nails this old psychotic. I hate seeing the Punisher like that. The skull is carved in. I didn't notice that at first. He has the girl, and he has her in a machine, and we get a little glimpse of why he wants her. He's doing some testing. He's really evil in this. And she starts talking to the Punisher, and it's typical Punisher. Are you talking to me? Oh, and also, I forgot to mention, the gang is called the Three Rings Gang, and it's a pretty clever name for Bullseye's gang, obvious. And Bullseye's talking about, Foggy lets him know that the files indicate there's a new Warriors project that was government funded, and it was an attempt to reactivate the powered community to help with the war that created this dystopia. It never happened, but to create, you have to have a way to reactivate. And I thought this was really good. You're getting, this is the same chemical compound that activated Daredevil's powers when he was young. To bring this into the picture, I thought it was great. There's a stockpile of this chemical, and Bullseye's using it to create an army for himself. Great read. You got to get on this if you're not on it. I was in the comic shop on a new comic day, and I just brought it up. I was talking to someone, and I was like, have you read that? Oh, and other people chimed in. It's verified. I don't know. It's really good to see the fresh take on some stuff, especially with the drawing. The drawing in this really paints a picture very well. It shows you the emotion and decisions. I thought that was a nice, fresh take brought on. It's more than just an action-packed book, which, don't get me wrong, I like that. But this one shows a lot of emotion and drama, and it's beautifully crafted. Get that